Hello everybody, this is Dee and welcome back to my channel, Dee Plans and Budgets. I wanted to give you this view today. When I was doing my recap the other day, this was the view that was behind all those clouds. That's the beautiful Mount Baker over there. It comes out very clear. Of course, it looks really huge to me. I love the sound of the waves coming in. It happens when the ferries go by. And I just thought I would make this the intro to what is coming up, which is just a quick tour of my Chrysler Pacifica minivan that I am spending this 2 months in, and that I also use to do small weekend trips and will be using for some week-long trips in the future. It is just set up as a camper, but really what one would want to think of it as being is a tent that I can lock myself safely into at night and come out in the morning. I don't cook in there, I don't bathe in there, I don't do any of those things. I have no interest in doing any of those things because when I am camping, I still want to be outside, not really hanging out and cooking and such inside my van. If I want to cook inside, I'll just stay home. So I just thought I would post this video because I've had some people that have interest in seeing how it is that I'm camping, and I know that many of my followers are curious and may not be watching van life channels. If you are a van lifer and you came to this video because of the title, I just want to let you know this is a budgeting channel. Therefore, this is just a quick walkthrough where I don't get into a lot of specific things, but I would be more than happy to provide you with any of that information. Just contact me by leaving a comment below. But I wanted to do a quick walkthrough for my budgeting friends, just so you can see how my van operates for me when I am camping. I am currently at someone's home, which allows me a bunch of extra space, so I'm able to take out some of the things. For instance, in this front seat right now, I just have some basic things that I carry with me all the time. I have a bin here I can put extra water and snacks in while I drive, a mat that can come out on the ground, also protects my seat, and then just a trunk carrier that I have some miscellaneous things housed in, and then I put laundry over there, dirty laundry. Figured you didn't need to see my dirty laundry. Then I keep some water in the back. My front seat, driver's seat, I keep completely empty all the time for safety reasons so that I can pop up in there at any time and leave if I should need to. I'm going to go ahead and close these doors and be right back. For a couple of miscellaneous things real quick, those who do a lot of van life have heard about these screens. This is just a thing that fits over your window. It's bug protection. I can leave my window cracked so I get ventilation, and I can also bring fresh air in. In addition, I've made these covers out of gutter guard, and they have this lip. They fit underneath the lip of, or the window fits underneath into the crack, and they go up into the window. They're covered with screen, and that also gives me ventilation. I am going to be doing fans in here in order to be able to pull air out. Here's a quick view of the inside of the covers that I made. This is just Reflectix. I have it Velcroed on there so I can take it off. On this side, you can see how I have some of my fans set up. These are USB rechargeable fans, and this is to blow air on me. It is dark inside the minivan because it's black interior, the windows are open, and I have these covers on the van. This is, I'll show you more when I get inside. Stuff from the outside is draping in here. This is where I keep my chairs, and I also have bins under there, and I will take this apart and show you. Okay, I couldn't take this cover off and still have the camera on, but I just have this piece of wood that I made in the same shape as the van, and I can take this wood off. And then these chairs come out, and then here I have all my budgeting stuff you can see down in there. I did change it up, and I have crafting stuff in here. I can put some shoes and things in there, and just some miscellaneous things are stuffed back in there. and I will put this back together and be right back. Okay, and because this is a budgeting channel and not a van life channel, I'm not going into some of the details that others would about specific things that I built and why I built them. I just thought I would give you a general look at how I am staying in the van, as if you have not looked into this type of traveling at all and you're just a budgeter, you may be interested in how I make a minivan work for my travels. So I have my bed here. My bed is 25 inches wide, and it is just a trifold mattress that's covered with a big sheet, of course, that's covered with a 3-inch cooling pad, and the two of them go together. The bed is simply made out of 2x3s and plywood. This bed was a bit of a challenge to figure out because the floor is uneven due to the stowing of the seats in the floor, and so all the legs had to be a different height in order to have the bed be even. I have been traveling for a very long time, and I had a small cargo van before this, and so I'd already come to understand the things that I needed to have access to while I was inside the van. And so these bins are things that I need access to. I have a bin over here that you can't really see, but it's just one of these type of bins. It holds my plug-in fans, my journals, because I journal every day, a cooling blanket, and my power cords for my portable power station. I have a bin here with everything I need for coffee, and when I showed you on the other side, the crafting bin and the budget bin, those are back behind these bins. This bin houses my toiletry stuff. I've always got my jammies in here and stuff to take a shower in, baby wipes. This bin is all things lighting. I have quite a few rechargeable lighting sources. They are all held in here. And this bin here is for items for my toilet. I'm not going to get into this on a budgeting channel, everything about my toilet. However, I will show you. It is in here. It ends up being a collapsible toilet that I can put together every evening. I use a combination of items in there. I use half a baby diaper and some newspaper pellets and or horse pellets to absorb the moisture. And then I just throw it away. There's a very thick black plastic bag that you buy specifically for this purpose. And it is very adequate for me because I don't use this all the time. It is just for overnight when I am camping, so that I am able to lock myself in here when it's dark and not come out until the morning when it is light. I will move this aside and continue. So again, I have a really comfortable bed situation, plenty long, plenty wide. This little piece that I added here goes up into the window. The door closes here, gives me a little bit of extra space there. And I have a nice warm blanket, and this is a cooling blanket. There is one fan hanging here currently. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. It's not very hot right now. I have a total of 3 of these smaller fans and 1 bigger fan so that I can move a lot of air in here if I need to. Now, additionally, I have kept one of the back seats up, and it's right there. And the reason that I do this is I crawl in at night, and I'm just turning you around so you see what I see. I can sit here with my feet out. Often, if I'm being truthful, my feet lounge right up here on the bed. I take my pillows, put them behind my back, and I can watch my iPad, which I usually have downloaded items on. And then under here, I keep bins with shower shoes type things that I can put on real quick if I need to go outside, and a portable power station which can recharge all of my gadgets and my portable fans and portable lights. I have portable lights hooked up here. This is a pretty bright one. I have a total of 2 different ones of these, and I have a couple lights I use hanging here. As you can see, my keys have a place that they hang right here by my bed. In addition, the Chrysler Pacifica, which is what I have, when I am inside and I lock my car with this key fob, even if someone were to put their hand in through an open window without me waking up and reached in and opened the door, the moment they pulled that lock, the alarm would go off. So this is a pretty safe way or place for me to be at night when I lock the door. I also carry some personal protection devices, which I really don't want to talk about because, you know, who wants to let people know what it is you carry? So this is really dark because of the covers I have on the windows. Keeps the heat out or the heat in, whichever way you need it. And this is just another view again of the van. These are mats I keep on the floor. It's actually really nice and spacious in there. Now at the back of the van, I know I showed you when we camped, these things are all sitting out at a campground. Let me zoom out. Those 3 bins right there are all sitting out at the campground. This is where I store an induction cooktop. Down here, my other gas stove here, an extension cord here. I run that up and over through the netting on the front windows so I can have power inside. When I was camping at Deception Pass, it was very cold. That allowed me to bring a space heater in, or I can power a more high-powered fan. And then I have all my clothing in my drawers. Right now, that is full. When I camp just for my weekend trips, I don't even usually have anything in there. And I would like to add, this is not all full of clothing. One of these drawers is some miscellaneous extra stuff like extra fans, motion detector, outdoor lights. And another one of these drawers are the items that I bought at Sierra Trading Company. And additionally, down under here, because that seat is folded up, I have 4 bins that are exactly the size of this coffee bin. And that holds items like some extra tools, extra batteries, some first aid kits, all sorts of things that I do not need on a regular basis that I like to have with me. And this is just my coffee kit. I can make coffee 2 ways, one with a portable kettle, the other with a camp stove. I won't get into those things because I want to just make this a real quick video for my budgeting channel. If anybody out there is wanting more information on anything I've done in the van, I am more than happy to provide that for you. I am making this a really quick video for my budgeters so you can see how it is I am spending my summer and where it is I am spending my summer. But I am happy to provide any information for anyone who wants to know how I built some of these things, where I found some of these things, links to some of these things. Bye.